part of question number 15 says to explain. Okay, so explain means to tell it in your own words, and it's basically like you are talking out loud to the class and explaining your thinking out loud, but instead you're writing it in words on your paper. Okay, so that's why you have a whole bunch of lines on question number 15, because it's giving you a lot of space to write complete sentences to explain your thinking, but on paper. Okay, so we solved the problem. I showed you one way to do it, on group first method, or doing the quick hundreds, quick tens, and quick ones, the drawing. I showed you how to check your answer, but now we need to explain the steps that we did. Okay, so I started writing down how I would have explained this problem. Okay, so there's a lot of writing, but it gives you so many lines that you can write a bunch of complete sentences so that you can really explain the steps that you did. Pretend that you're teaching me how to solve a problem in words. Okay, so first I ungrouped the hundreds to be 3 hundredths and 10 tenths, which equals 15 tenths. Okay, I ungrouped the tens to have 14 tens and 10 ones. Now I have 18 ones. Notice how I'm using tens, ones, and hundreds language in my explanation. Then I took away 2 hundredths, 7 tens, and 9 ones. I had 100, 7 tens, and 9 ones left. Okay, and then it said in the question, explain how and why you can use addition to check your answer. Okay, so now I have to explain how I can use addition to check my answer. Okay, so I checked my answer by adding 179 and 279. Since the sum, which is the total, is 458, my answer is correct. So what I didn't mention is right here, I probably should have wrote, since addition and subtraction are opposites, okay, so since addition and subtraction are opposites, see my math mountain here? They're opposites. I can check my answer by adding these two numbers. So I know that my answer is correct.